Hello Year 3, this is your guided reading video for Friday. Now we are going to be carrying on reading Operation Gadget Man. If you remember, we got up to the part where Beans had just been given a detention with her friends for bringing the Sparkits into school and for being standing on the chair. Now we're going to read a little bit more now, and then what you're going to do, you are going to create a prediction. So let's read a little bit more. "We should have just ambled to school and had done with it," Beans muttered under her breath. "We always end up in detention anyway." "Did you say something, Beatrice?" Mr. Lark's eyes narrowed. "No, sir, nothing," Beans replied quickly. "Are you sure?" "Positive, sir," Beans said innocently. "Good, because I have plenty of other essays titled in my head, you know." I don't doubt it," Beans thought sourly. But wisely she said nothing. Beans, Louisa and Anne walked up the steep hill that led to Beans' house. It was late afternoon. A few cotton wool clouds were dotted about the sky. Beans wiped her forehead. She'd have a shower later if it was still this hot and sticky. She glanced across the street. A bearded man wearing sunglasses sat behind the wheel of a navy blue Ford Escort. There was someone beside him, but that person was bending down picking something up off the floor. Beans couldn't be sure if the person in the passenger seat was a man or a woman. She wouldn't have noticed the driver at all, except that he was drumming his fingers on the steering wheel and looking directly at her. Beans wondered what the man was doing there. She knew the Escort didn't belong to any of the neighbours. "I wonder who he's waiting for," Beans said to her friends. "Who?" Anne asked. "Him." Beans turned and pointed to the Escort. The driver was looking straight ahead now. "Who cares?" Anne said. "Beans, you're dead nosy." Beans smiled. Anne was right. They reached Beans' house and walked up the path to the front door. "Beans, I can only stay for an hour at the most," Louisa said. "Me too," said Anne. Beans sighed and nodded. As she opened the front door... Beans sighed and nodded as she opened the front door, It was all Mr. Lark's fault. Her friends would only have time for a quick snack. Beans hoped Dad hadn't got into too much trouble. "Gadget Man, we're here!" she yelled, the moment she stepped over the doormat. Her dad liked it when Beans called him Gadget Man. He said it made him feel like a superhero. There was no answer. "Gadget Man, where are you?" Beans shouted. Still no answer, and we're going to leave it there for today, Year 3. Now what I'd like you to do, I'd like you to create a prediction on who you think that man in the car might be and what he was doing there. So he could be doing anything. He could be visiting a neighbour's house, he could have had an interview with Dad. There's lots of different things that man could have been doing. Now just try to remember what happened on the blip. I'm not going to tell you because it might spoil it, but maybe you could try and incorporate those ideas. Think about what's happened in the rest of the chapter so far and really build up on those ideas, what you know has happened so far, and see who you think this man might be. Now, I don't just want one sentence, remember, I want a paragraph describing in detail all about who this man could be and what his reasons were for sitting in that blue Ford Escort in Beans' neighbourhood. Okay, good luck. Can't wait to see your predictions, and I'll see you soon, Year 3. Bye-bye.